Jesus as a prophet. So we learn that Jesus is Lord, Jesus is a servant, and Jesus also what? As a prophet. Now listen to me, ladies and gentlemen. When Jesus, the Bible said when Jesus ascended, he called men. Hello? Yeah. And he gave them what? He gave them what? He gave them gifts. Someone say gifts.
Gifts.
Someone say gifts.
Gifts.
Come. Someone say gifts.
Gifts.
Someone say gifts.
Gifts.
He gave them what?
Gifts.
He gave them what?
Gifts.
Gifts. Huh? Anything. Malakosabaya. As God impart this gift to you, may you be more humble.
Amen.
May your eyes be open more.
Amen.
May you see more.
Amen.
When you pray for people, may you see results.
Amen.
He gave gifts. Someone say gifts.
Gifts.
And the Bible said he gave them as apostles. Someone say apostles.
Apostles.
Prophets.
Prophets.
Teachers. Evangelists. Pastors.
Pastors.
For the equipping of the saint. We are no more in a dispensation where you have to depend on a pastor. All those pastors who have been teaching and they want you to depend on them. As pastors, we have been equipped, we have been empowered and called by God to equip you to hear from God for yourself. Any pastor who teaches and everything is about him, it's questionable. Because pastors, we are to direct you. My job as a pastor is to direct you to God, to direct you to Christ, because he called me. Am I speaking to somebody? Now, have you noticed that when you are called on phone, they tell you, Pastor asked me to call you, or I'm calling on behalf of Turning Point. They never say, Justice never says that, oh, I'm calling you because my name is Justice, I care about you. It says, I'm calling on behalf of Turning Point. So as a pastor, we have been commissioned by God to direct you to Christ, so that you can hear the voice of God for yourself. But today, what do we see in our churches today? A pastor will come, he will brag about himself, talk about himself, the way God uses him, the shoe he wears, which is what are some of the designer shoes? I don't wear some, so I don't know. Gucci, Italian. What are some of the names? Then he's telling you, do you know the size of my shoe? Do you know the car I drive? Makadaba, we missed the point. If I come, you see, prophecy is not just saying you will prosper, you'll be blessed. When I come and I tell you repent, it's a prophecy.
Yes.
Yeah. Do you know why we are not seeing and experiencing the power of God in the church today? We are not seeing the power of God. We are not experiencing the anointing of God because you see, we have made the prophets liars. Yeah. They are prophesying according to what tickles our fancy. So when people are prophesying today, they are very careful about what they say, because if you go and prophesy something that is not good, the person will not come to church. But if you study the Old Testament to the New Testament, the prophecy were all warnings. Repent, change, repent, change, repent. If you come to church and my prophecy doesn't convict you about your sin, then I have not prophesied. Every child of God, you have to be prophetical. I'm telling you, because we're in the days of prophet. See, do you know why Moses, when the children of Israel had to stay in captivity for a very long time, you know why? Because they were not people of prophecy. They didn't understand the prophetic. If you don't understand the prophetic, you can miss and your life can be delayed. For instance, there could be a move of the Spirit. So God is doing something, but because you're not prophetic, you can't key into it. When Moses, it was time for the children of Israel to be delivered, and Moses had gone to them, and they saw what God was using Moses to do. At that time, they could have been delivered. Do you know what they told Moses? They said, are you our keeper? When did God make you a deliverer of us? Master, clear up. We saw how you grew up. You grew up in Pharaoh's house. They can't do two no here. But if they had key at that time, The children of Israel did not know the day of their visitation. When the King of Kings was coming, Jesus was coming, the Bible said when he entered Jerusalem, they did not know the day of their visitation because they were not prophetic. The day your blessing is coming, not the day you know, oh Jesus. Oh God.